genetic traits of children with autism, so that you'll know more about how it was handed down, perhaps, through the family.
Yeah, you know, how it was handed down is not really on my radar, to be honest with you.
Well,
I think it's great.
In terms of genetics.
I think it's great. Genetic mapping is awesome, and we need that for future generations. My mission, my personal mission, is about how can I help families now, and giving them that information doesn't really help them. They want to know how they're going to pay their rent and pay for occupational therapy. So there's a real grassroots sense of what I'm here to talk about, and while I applaud anybody who's helping us understand more about this mysterious disorder, I just know how frustrated families are. I'm so proud that Michigan has just passed this legislation. I think it is just on the right path. I was just talking to a friend of mine from Autism Speaks, and we couldn't be happier that the lieutenant governor is here, and that we have this sense of like awareness, you know, that everyone's understanding you can't afford not to do this. Not only can families not afford it, but the state can't afford it. And right now, nobody can afford anything.
Where are you hoping that, say, research into autism, treatment, any of the, I guess, the other things that come into play here, where do you hope that will be in, say, 10 years?
I think I would answer that to say that I mainly hope that we remove some of the distractions that keep us from finding out more. For instance, this sense of diagnosing or redefining what autism is, this DSM thing that's going on. We have to understand that autism is a wide spectrum, as you said earlier, and that a lot of kids need different types of therapies. And so I think some of the distractions, you know, about what it is, I think we need to move past that. But I do think in about 10 years, I think we've come very far. I'm very hopeful. I mean, 1 in 88, we're at that number now, and that many of us in the community have known for a while that the 1 in 110 was an outdated number. We're just waiting for the CDC to get on board and tell us the truth. But the reality is that so much more awareness is out there now, and I can feel that just from the 11 years ago when we got our diagnosis.
Okay. Your final word to parents. What advice would you give a parent who suspects that a child is autistic but hasn't yet reached that point, maybe, as you said, steeped in denial?
Mm-hmm.
What would you suggest?
Well, I would say what someone told me when I had my suspicions, and that is that early intervention is key. You can't get that time back. It goes so fast. That 1 year between when I knew and the doctor finally said it, I still to this day beat myself up over that year of intervention that I missed out on. So I try to tell parents, as hard as it is, just know that you've got to roll up your sleeves and get busy. If you suspect something, go try to get a diagnosis, and if you do, you roll up your sleeves, you get to work, you breathe, and you fight.